Greetings, dear viewers. Welcome. Today I have a poem which is Vishy, Surya, and Archangelsk. This is a poem about Vishwanathan Anand, the world champion, his second, Surya Sekhar Ganguly, and the Archangelsk variation of the Rai Lopez. This is a very interesting story which gives an insight into the world champion and how his team actually functions. First, I'm going to explain the scenario as to what the situation is, what is this anecdote about, and then I'm going to show you the position that I'm talking about, and finally, we will dive into the poem. Vishwanathan Anand was due to play the Archangelsk variation of the Rai Lopez against Katakamsky. Now, Vishy knew that out of the many players that he knew, Surya Shekhar Ganguly was an expert of the Archangelsk variation. He knew uh, a lot of lines in that particular opening variation, and Vishy asked Surya Shekhar Ganguly to just check some lines. He had planned a move knight a3. Vishwanathan Anand had planned the move knight a3, and he asked Surya Shekhar Ganguly to just check the lines. Surya had told that yes, it is completely fine. But later, during the night, Surya gets an idea stating that at a particular variation, d6, there is a move which is called as d6, and that is completely equal for black. It gives black complete equality. And even though Surya had told Vishy that the line was completely fine, Surya sends an email to Vishwanathan Anand, asks him to read it before boarding the flight, and Vishy just reads the email. He just goes through the variation, and he thanks Surya, stating that he had actually missed. He and Peter Heine Nielsen, his second, had missed it actually. Vishwanathan Anand did not play this against Katakamsky. However, in the 2006 Vykanse tournament, he played this as black against Veselin Topalov. And guess what? He used Surya Shekhar Ganguly's preparation here and obtained equality with black and went on to draw the game. Now I'm going to give you an insight about what is the position that I'm talking about, what is the move that Surya recommended. So let us get into the position now. This is a position, and Vishwanathan Anand had planned to play knight a3 here, as you can see, knight a3 here, and then knight c e5, and then white plays h3. Here's the move d6. The idea is that if h into g4, then bishop into g4, and the knight comes to c2, but bishop into f3, gf3, and then the queen scoops over, and then it's an easy perpetual check for black. Of course, Veselin Topalov did not enter this particular line, but this is the idea. And Vishwanathan Anand found that this was equalizing for black, and he was very happy about the fact that Surya researched and he gave insight into this particular variation. This is a poem about only that particular game against Veselin Topalov, where Surya's preparation was helpful, and this is also giving an insight into the kind of champion Vishy Anand was. He was always eager to learn, and he had a great team. Of course, this was not when Surya was second, aiding him for the world championship. Nevertheless, when there was something asked by Vishy Anand, Surya responded very quickly. In fact, Surya said that Vishy was his hero, of course. All the Indians who played chess looked up to Vishy Anand, and Surya was no different. He's told that he was very happy to have helped Vishwanathan Anand for at least one game. Okay, now on with the poem then. Let us get into the poem. Vishy asked to check his prepared lines to see towards where it inclines in the Archangelsk variation of Spanish, about which Surya's experience was lavish. Though Surya had given an assurance he had missed a minor nuisance, he immediately sent an email asking Anand to check his research detail. Surya had recommended d6, which was a great fix. Anand used this against Topalov and drew, which was a satisfactory breakthrough. Anand thanked Surya by sending an email. The gesture does entail. The world champion was always eager to learn, scaling progressively in turn. I hope you like the poem. The full poem is in the description. I'm also going to be giving the link to the game in case you are interested to check the game out. Thanks for your time.